Ladies and gentlemen, this morning the House passed a bill that can lead to the banning of TikTok nationwide. And the other option, the owner must sell. And the owner is saying they are not selling at all. And you know what? If this is the US, it's no telling how many other nations that will ban TikTok. But let's get into it. So, this was Wednesday morning. The House passed a bill that would lead to a nationwide ban of the popular video app TikTok if its owner, which is a China based owner, does not sell their stake, as lawmakers act on concerns that the company's current ownership structure is a national threat. It's a national security threat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of truth coming out on TikTok. A lot. There's people confessing about who we are, the real children of Israel. There's a lot of people coming out to tell the true history opposed to the fake history that we have learned all this time. And there's a lot of people coming out telling what their groups really truly are like, like them folks, their own people really telling the truth about their racism and what they're really like. See, they don't want all of that out there. And if you're going to say anything, y'all, you're going to be the most freest to say it over on TikTok opposed to any other platform. And that is a big reason why they want it gone. They want it gone. But as far as the way TikTok works, it does the same thing other social media platforms do. They try to stifle the voices of Black men and women. And because you heard all the stuff coming out of TikTok where Black men and women would come up with dances and they would hardly get any views, but if a white person did the same dance on their videos, they would get millions of views. Yeah, and you heard about them boycotting over there because of that. Yeah, you know and when they had the black girl follow train, yeah, they were over there trying to get that shut down, and all they were doing was following each other. I mean, what's the violation in following each other? So, you know, it has its pitfalls too. It's not all good with TikTok. So the bill passed with a vote of 352 to 65. So it's not over yet because the bill now have to make it through the Senate. All right. And they're saying they're not clear on how the Senate is going to vote at this point. TikTok, which has more than 150 million American users, and it's owned by a Chinese technology firm, ByteDance Ltd. Lawmakers contend that ByteDance is beholden to the Chinese government, which could demand access to the data of TikTok consumers in the US anytime it wants. And the worry stems from a set of Chinese national security laws that compel organizations to assist in intelligence gathering. But you know what? And let's be real. I believe y'all already do that. I do. I believe y'all already do that. I believe a lot of our information is sold without our knowledge. And they've been doing that on all of these social media platforms. Because I used to hear things about Facebook doing those kind of things, selling people's data and their information. I believe all of these social media platforms take advantage of all of this information they got on each creator or each person that have an account, and they sell that information. So we have given TikTok a clear choice. This is what Rep. Kathy McMorris Rogers of Washington, a Republican, separate from your parent company, ByteDance, which is beholden to the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. You know how these people always say Dr. Martin Luther King was a communist. Y'all remember that? But you notice they never ever complain about all these Chinese Americans up in here being communists. They never have that complaint. I just take notice of these things. Anyway, and remain operational in the United States or side with CCP and face the consequences. The choice is TikTok's. House passage of the bill is only the first step. The Senate would also need to pass the measure for it to become law. Lawmakers in that chamber indeed said they would undergo a thorough review. So the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York said he'll have to consult with relevant committee chairs to determine the bill's path. Now, I saw an article a few days ago where Donald Trump was talking about it, and he was saying that he advised the Republicans against banning TikTok. He said he doesn't like it, but a lot of young people here in America like it, and he said he would be against banning it. Okay, so, also keep in mind, y'all, this is an election year, you know. So a TikTok spokesperson said in a statement after the vote was passed, um, we are hopeful that the Senate will consider the facts, listen to their constituents, and realize the impact on the economy. 7 million small businesses and 170 million Americans who use our service. In anticipation of the vote, a Chinese foreign ministry spokesperson, Wang Wenbin, accused Washington of resorting to political tools when U.S. businesses failed to compete. He said in an effort it would disrupt normal business operations and undermine investor confidence and will eventually backfire on the U.S. itself. Overall, 197 Republican lawmakers voted for the measure, and 15 were against it. On the Democratic side, 155 voted for the bill and 50 against. Some Republican opponents of the bill said the U.S. should warn consumers if there are data privacy and propaganda concerns, but the final choice should be left with the consumers. And not in America. These politicians really got in their head that they can decide for everybody. So, they're talking about, the Chinese government involvement with the data and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, y'all, don't believe these American owned companies aren't doing things with your data too. So y'all gonna have to tell me what you think. For me, it ain't gonna make no difference. All of them act the same when it comes down to us. You can best believe that. But tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.